And the World Antifascist Festival is underway at La Carlota Convention Center in Venezuela. As we were saying, our correspondent Yunus Soner gives us more details in the following report.
From the La Carlota Convention Center, where the Antifascist International has taken off, more than 2,000 delegates are participating, coming from all over the world. The 5 different countries are represented here. And right now, my guest is Mr. Doctor, actually, Calistrat Autodorei from Romania. He has a doctor in political philosophy, and he's also the president of the Non-Aligned Countries Forum in Romania. Welcome. Thank you very much for taking the time. I would like to ask you, how do you from Romania perceive this global fascist or neo-fascist wave? Where do you see it exactly?
In Romania, we perceive in a very strong fashion these waves because actually for 2 months we confronted with a coup d'etat in Romania. Maybe you didn't find out, but our election have been vitiated by some procedures of Constitutional Court. But this court does not respect Constitution of Romania, because on the 5th of October, one of the candidates, which is actually here in Venezuela, in Caracas, at this Congress, Europarlamentar Diana Șoșoacă, have been rejected from the candidature for presidency because he had some fascist orientation against NATO and European Union. But it's a lie, because Diana Șoșoacă is following the national movement in Romania. But this is not all. They excluded Diana Șoșoacă, and then they allowed 14 candidates to run in the electional presidential court. And after one sovereignist candidate won the first tour of election in Romania, there are 2 tours of elections. Again, the Constitutional Court claimed that it was a Russian intervention in the election, so he cannot be president. So they canceled all the process of electoral candidature for everybody. They lost 300 million euro, and almost 10 million people voted, and this is for nothing. And they could not prove with anything that it was a Russian interference. Still, the coup d'etat continues because they created another government, the same with the old one, and the old president that should come out of the office after 10 years of being president, he is a globalist. He is member of Bilderberg. He is still president of Romania. So we appreciate very much the sovereignty of Venezuela, your fight, and this kind of congresses. It is, for me, the 3rd time that I'm coming in Venezuela. I came in 2020, first time. And in Venezuela, even if it is poverty, there are pressures from United States or in European Union, but you have freedom and sovereignty. I appreciate this very much.
So let me get this clear for our viewers once again. Political forces in Romania that opposed NATO intervention are called fascists by globalists. Is that right?
Yes. The candidate that won the elections, Călin Georgescu, it is called legionar. This is very similar to fascist, to Nazist. But it's a lie. Because why did they call him legionar? Because some people from his staff, from his bodyguards, were members in the Foreign Legion in France. This is completely different. We have a legion movement in Romania in the interbellic period in 1930. But Călin Georgescu has no connection with this. This kind of reasons, pretexts, are absurd. And it is just a pretext to forbid the sovereignist movement, the nationalist movement. They allow only candidates that are so-called pro-European. I mean, they follow the orders of Ursula von der Leyen from European Union and from deep state in United States.
So what's your expectation then from this Anti-Fascist International? Would it be to reject, let's say, the globalist agenda that is pursued against Europe as well?
Absolutely. So this kind of congresses are pretty well known worldwide. And this is a huge impulse for all the sovereignist movements and movements in all the countries. In Romania, for instance, I wrote articles, I made many TV shows in Romania with the ambassador of Venezuela in Romania and some other guests from here, from Venezuela. And the Romanian people find out that in Venezuela it's a huge, a strong movement for sovereignty and for multipolarity. I wrote a book, The Transition of the International System to Unipolarity, to Multipolarity, and I explained how the international relations are shifting from another order. We are going to multipolarity. The United States is not the only superpower in the world. Russia and China are also superpowers now, and BRICS is a very strong movement that attracts many other countries, and in few years the environment in international relations will be completely different with this process of de-dollarization. America cannot be the worldwide gendarme that goes to bring democracy in all the countries that they actually want to conquer, because with this new relations with Russia and with China, the power of this fascist with the deep state and European Union is going slow.
So this is a different angle into the question of international fascism. Our professor I would like to call you, from Romania, emphasizes that, for instance, the US deep state, globalists, the war hawks located in Washington, and also their allies in Brussels, such as the European politicians as Ursula von der Leyen, are trying to resist all sovereignist forces which reject their warmongering policies, and they claim that these forces, these patriotic or sovereignist forces, are fascists. But doing that, these deep state and its allied forces are destroying the foundations of the Romanian democracy by disqualifying all rules of elections and not accepting voters' results. So here, the fight against fascism is a fight for global peace and for peace in Romania too. Thank you very much. This is, for the time being, from here, Carlota, Caracas.